Why is it
that you and I are so goddamn good at accomplishing tasks in game?
starting from the fun ones like defeating the enemy, we are leveling up, it is good.
To the goddamn grindy ones where you sometimes have to hit the same rock over and over and over again, so you can get the satisfaction of increasing your level just by gaining some XP. It is not engaging at all. And we do this for many hours.
You accomplish all of this, even if it is grindy, while in real life.
You seem to be stuck at the same level.
And the reason is,
The main difference between real life and games is the assurance that the effort you put in
will result in a satisfying reward.
So much freedom.
But this is not a self-improvement video. We will be talking about our favorite sandbox games and how some of them walk on a very thin ice. And alright, I hear you. At the end of the video, I will also give you some food for thought, so you can improve your IRL as well. Sandbox games that are built on ultimate freedom should be more narrated. And I know, the sandbox games are currently becoming one of my most played and favorite games ever.
I really enjoy the progression of these games and what these games bring to the table.
In games like Starsector, you earn money to get amazing ships, and the game loop of the game is just amazing. Looting stuff, destroying huge fleets, wonderful. Kenshi teaches you the roughness of the combat and the world around you, and rewards you with skills and amazing weapons.
In Minecraft you can see your buildings rise to the sky, and also you have enchantments.
Terraria, don't get me even started with all the mining and the bosses. Factorio, watching your amazing base just build itself. Mountain Blade, huge armies, gaining gold to gain more armies, amazing. But there are free games that miss out on a huge thing that the others have. If they would have this thing, they would be so much more amazing. And lack of this thing could make them waste so much potential.
I will give you an example. In Factorio, leave a like and subscribe. You heard him.
While you are building your base in Factorio, you have basically two goals. The first one is the one you give to yourself, to build the most bloody amazing base ever. But there is one more that holds this game together. A goal that was put intentionally by the developers inside the game. They give you a specific goal to build a rocket and escape the planet alive, officially ending the game. Of course, you can play after that as well. As we all know, Terraria has an amazing world where you can do basically anything you want.
But if you want to get better stuff in the game, you will have to fight bosses and eventually defeating the last boss of the game.
Minecraft is the main boss of sandbox games, but it also has an ending and a dragon fight. We can probably agree that these games are giants in the industry and truly masterful games.
But what about Mountain Blade, Kenshi and Starsector? First of all, we are not talking about Mountain Blade because I have not played Warband and the Bannerlord is kinda unfinished game yet.
So we are left with Starsector and Kenshi. One an epic space game. The other teaches you that you are nothing special, boy. Firstly, Starsector. You start as a nothing, but slowly but surely you increase your money pool and buy yourself some amazing ship. This goes on and on until you have your first money to build yourself a colony. And this process takes some time and it is actually very fun because you will experience the core of the game, the trading and the combat. But then you get to the point of the game where there is no challenge left and there is no direction for you.
Let me hammer this point just a bit more for you.
Kenshi has similar process. This is Bob. Bob is a child and he started this journey alone. But through trial and error, adversary was amazing. He got beaten down many times. He grinded so much until he got big enough group, bunch of friends with who he could adventure around the Kenshi amazing map. The journey was great until they decided to build a city. They were raided a lot, but soon, to be sure, the city started to be unsiegeable. With that, the challenge was gone. But you can say, Uran, you are not playing the game right. You are not experiencing all of the content. The save I have played for 82 hours. Just one. And I'm at the point of the game where I gained everything I wanted and I would really love to have some direction. And I mean like in Minecraft you have Ender Dragon, or like in Factorio where you build a rocket to escape the planet. But in Kenshi you don't have this goal. And at this point of the game I just want a direction. One from the developer who knows how to have most fun in the late game. Starsector has the same problem. At the point you get comfortable in your base or in your planet, you are directionless. It could be a simple direction, like in Starsector unify these sectors by taking out 4 main station or factions, or in Kenshi something like defeat the ancient danger on the mountain of blah blah blah, or gain sufficient enough manpower to take on other factions. Yes, it is already in the game, you're right guys. But in my opinion you should be directed at this goal. As we discussed at the start of the video, the difference between game and real life is the assurance that the effort you put in will result in a satisfying enough reward. And at this point of the game, without having the goal to do something epic, it just becomes vague and these games become like real life. And it is not in a good way. For example, I could take my space army or my army in Kenshi and defeat all the factions. But as in real life, at this point, I'm not sure if the effort will be worth it. Because I am stuck and I would be kinda better off if it is no difference do things in real life to improve my real life and not the game.
Which gets me to the point of improving your real life. You have basically 2 options. You will gamify your life, so it is rewarding at games, but I found that part hard. Or you will start believing that the actions you take now will have positive results in the future. And it usually works that way. But I am a young lad, so you don't have to take this advice from me. But check for example Dr. K. He interviews streamers and talks about their problems and what did they have to overcome to become successful. There are a lot of gems inside his videos, and he often talks about karma, that the actions you take today will manifest in results in the future. So I recommend you watch it. So the conclusion, boys and girls? In my opinion, the Sandbox game should definitely have an ending, created by developers, so the players, when the times come, have the specified goal to follow when they are lost. Also, Sandbox games should definitely keep the openness. There should not be a forced way to get to the end goal, or if you will play after the goal. But guys, that is just my opinion and I want to know your opinion. So write it down below. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you enjoyed. And I will see you next time. Ciao ciao and take care.